Okay, I think I'm ready.
Hello?
Hello, super special guest star, Coding Garden, again.
What's up?
Oh, it's nice to have you back, buddy.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Oh, thank you. Cats and Millions here too. We got our sweet house band going. So, let's dive into what we're going to share today, or what we're going to work on. So I've been working on this Warehouse Deals app. I'm going to share my screen. It's been a couple weeks since I've done some work on it, but it's been working pretty good lately, and I fixed some bugs behind the scenes recently. I was having a lot of issues, which I want to ask you about later on, but the main thing that I brought Coding Garden in for was to help me with the alert. Let me get my screen right. All right, so here's our app. You would add a product, and then when you add that product, we scan it every hour for the prices, all the available prices, new and used. And then when we get the new and used prices, we're going to save those, and then you can set a target price that you want to watch the product on. So right now I'm watching this for $6 basically, and so whenever it runs the scan, this is my local, so we're not running it all the time, but you can see I ran it 1 day ago. Currently the price 1 day ago was $7.03. This little icon right here means that I'm watching it at a target price of $6. Down below I have an example of when I hit my target price. I'm just currently showing you in the UI green color, so there's nothing really fancy happening, but what we want to do is set up alerting so that whenever I meet my target price, I get a text message. This is just a personal project for me right now, so it's nothing that anyone else is using. I just want to send myself a text message for now. And I believe the way we're going to do that is through Gmail. Send it as an email to the MMS number, and then I will get that text message on my phone. I did just a manual test, basically sent an email to the number and it worked. CJ over here says he's got that in a couple of his apps, so I brought him on to help me out and get it going.
Yep.
That's how you're using it too, Siege?
Yep. Yeah, I mean, one thought I had too, though, is you could potentially do like a Discord bot notification. I don't know if you have like a Discord channel, or even like a Slack bot with a notification.
I don't. Yeah, that would work too. I've set up a Slack notification before, and it was surprisingly easy.
Yeah.
But actually, that was without the custom one. I think once you do custom, do you need to have more permissions or something?
I think as long as you own the Slack server, like if you're in charge of that Slack server, then you can add whatever bots you want. But yeah, but I mean the Gmail SMS way is easy enough as well. I think one thing you'd want to do though is create a specific Gmail account that's going to do the SMS sending. Because
a new account?
Yeah, so I mean you can call it whatever you want, like Amazon Price Alerts. That name is probably taken or something like that. Just because you'll have to set up an app password for it, and you probably don't want to use like your personal email to be sending the messages.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean, you totally could, but I would recommend not doing that.
Just because if that code got leaked, then they would be able to send emails on my behalf?
Yep, and also if for whatever reason Gmail doesn't like that you're sending out so many emails, they might do something, and you wouldn't want that to happen on your personal account.
True, that's a good point. Okay. So you can do that. I didn't think about the Slack route either, though. I mean, that seems pretty easy too, now that I think about it. But
yeah, because I mean, you could just do a webhook, and like you could do it you could create a new Slack server, and just have a channel that is totally unmuted. Like any message that goes into that channel, you instantly get a notification for, which is probably just as good as SMS.
Yeah. Tempting.
I have a question for you. What is balsam fir needle essential oil good for?
Oh, smell.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I don't use them for other stuff. I have like, essential oil diffuser, and I had this one in my cart for when I was like, well, next time I need to buy oil, I'll try it, but I haven't run out of oils in a very long time.
I just watched an episode of Bob's Burgers where Linda got obsessed with essential oils.
Yeah, I feel like everybody's had that phase. Have you not had that phase yet?
I have not, no.
Jeez.
I mean, I like lavender, but that's about it.
Lavender, that's so basic.
It's great though. It's my
It
favorite.
is. I have a lavender one that's really good. That's one of my favorite. And then I think when I moved, the bottle broke, and when an essential oil bottle breaks, it soaks into everything that's around it.
I believe it.
And it's impossible to get rid of, so I just had to throw out whatever was near it. But it smelled good at least.
Cool.
Okay, so
yeah, I'll let you decide. I mean, for either create a new Gmail account to do the SMS thing, or you could create a Slack server if you have an existing one. We could potentially look into webhooks for that. Or if you have a Discord server, we could do that too.
I don't have Discord on my phone.
Okay.
I have Slack on my phone. Discord, mainly because the Coding Garden Discord is popping off like all the time. There's so much stuff going on in there.
There is, yeah. I mean, I have notifications off.
I do too.
So.
But I can turn it off per account, right? Yeah, that would make sense.
You can mute an entire server if you want to.
Okay. Let's do a Discord one. I don't particularly need the text message. I don't know why I didn't. I thought I was like, oh, cool, I'll just send a text message to my phone. I totally forgot about push notifications for the apps.
So, I mean, the other thing that why I think either a Slack or Discord integration is better is because you're not limited in the amount of text you can send. Like, you could get really cool with it, especially on Discord, because they have, like, custom embeds.
Yeah.
Where you could do, like, custom formatting with the description and the image and maybe, like, a price history and stuff like that. Like, we don't have to do that today. We don't have to do that today, but eventually you could do really cool embeds. Whereas with a text message, you're limited to 130 or so characters.
That's a good point. I like that idea better. So I can create a Discord. Should I create a new forum, or what do you call them in Discord? It's
called a server, and it's honestly really easy. Like, if you launch Discord, and then on the left-hand side, there's a plus button. Just click that, and you can create your own server.
Okay. I previously had it open here. Let's see. This is not Discord. It opened discord.svg. Don't you hate when that happens? My computer's been doing that lately. When I tried to open Slack earlier, I typed Slack and I hit enter. It had the app selected, and then it launched slack.com out of nowhere.
I use Alfred, and it works a whole lot better.
I thought Alfred was dead because it was built into the OS now, but Alfred still has some.
It's still like so much. I mean, it's just so much more consistent because I've had that same issue with the built-in Spotlight. So yeah, create your own server.
Create my own.
For me and my friends, probably.
Me and my friends. I can't just leave it the default name. What do I call it? Can I do dashes in there?
Yeah, you can do spaces too. You can do anything you want.
In that case, I'm just going to call it that because that's what my name should be.
Ched.dev, like it.
Ched.dev. I bought the domain and I just put my site up, but there's really nothing on it yet. Hold on, loading.
Nice.
It's only got one page, code projects.
That's great.
I listed this app and links to the YouTube videos and stuff. That's the old definitions terms app. And this thing I gotta finish some point, but it's there for now. Okay, what was I doing? Let me upload an image. I just recently moved it nice and simple.
Perfect.
Okay.
You've done it.
I need to make a channel for it,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Create a channel. Call it like price alerts or whatever you want. Yeah,
I'm gonna just call it warehouse deals because
There
then
you
I
go.
figure I can just throw all my stuff in there and then, like
mean,
you said,
Eventually, you could charge people to get into this Discord server to get these alerts. Like some people do stuff like that.
ooh, money.
Yeah, yeah.
I like money. No.
Yeah. I know, like right now, it's only tracking products that you care about, though. So
Yeah, it is. So that's what I thought. Like, if I did open it up to other people, it would be cool to have one dedicated channel, and then other people's things pop up, so I wouldn't have to. I could just see a random thing like, "Oh, look at that! It's on sale."
yeah.
But yeah. Okay, we got a channel.
Yeah, and now we need to create a bot. So if you just go to like discordapp.com, I think, you'll probably need to log in, and then we can find the developer settings.
I don't
Yeah, and
know
you
if I remember this.
might hide your screen while you're doing this.
Okay. Here we go. What email did I use? And my login? Ugh. I think I had this problem. I was trying to add Discord to a new computer, and I do not remember my password. Let me open my Discord app. I don't have it on my phone. Never mind.
Yeah, if you do, usually you can just scan the QR code. But
I know. I think I tried to add it to my phone and I couldn't log in, so I just gave up. Oh, but if I change my password, I hate that. Let's do it though. Hold on. Man, my computer's lagging pretty hard, and I'm not even running. Well, I guess I'm running like the StreamYard stuff from it, but it still shouldn't be that bad.
hey, Lou, how's it going? Lou's in the chat.
Hey! How's it going, Lou? I totally forgot about the chat. Cat's a Million says she likes the text message way better.
Well, this should be easy enough. We honestly could do both. I don't know.
Yeah, that's true. I just didn't want to create another email, but now I go, creating a Discord server. Okay. Put my screen back. Well, let me log in first. Oh, I'm finally logged in. Okay.
There we go. Search for like Discord developer.
Where do I search for that?
On the interwebs.
Friends?
I don't know,
Oh.
like like search Google for it. Yeah, we want this, and then we'll go into applications after that. Yeah, up at the top, applications, top left.
Applications. New?
New application.
Are you a game dev? Do I call it specific to this, or?
Yeah, it's whatever you want to call it. Yeah.
Okay.
Slick. Yeah, and I don't think it's going to show your secret key right now, so I think you're good there.
Cool.
And then on the left, click on bot, and we'll create a bot.
Save. Bot.
Add bot.
Add bot.
Add a bot. Yes.
They really warn you about everything.
Cool.
A wild bot.
So his name is Warehouse Deals. Do not click to reveal the token, because that token will allow anyone to do things on behalf of this bot.
Ooh.
Great.
Dangerous.
And then you can uncheck public bot, so that way other people can't try to add it to their servers. Yep. And then scroll down a little bit more.
More?
Cool. Yeah. So I think this will generate a link we can use to add it to your server. So we want it to be able to send messages.
Mm-hmm.
An interesting thing is like you could send a TTS message, like text to speech. Your bot could literally say, "Price has changed."
In the audio channels?
Well, it's in the text channel. So anybody that has that text channel focused would hear the bot talking. Yeah, I don't know if you want that, but you want to do embed links, because you're going to be sharing probably a link to the product page or something like that.
Embed links.
There. Yep. And hello, Katoli, who's in the chat.
Hey, Katoli.
That's probably all you need. So if you scroll down a little bit, I think it will give you a link, so that's your permissions integer. So we're going to need that when we add it to the server.
Okay.
So open a new tab and just search for Discord.js guide. Because so Discord.js is the library, but they have a really good guide that kind of like walks you through adding your bot and stuff like that. Yeah. So
get your bot up and running.
Yeah, let's try that. Well, no. Adding up your bot to servers. It's like 2 lines above that. There we go. Cool. So you basically need to go to this link. So if you copy this link, and then paste it, you're going to need to put your client ID in there.
What's that?
Under general information on the left. Yeah, Katsamillion is asking, is permissions integer a generated number that matches what permissions are allowed? Yeah, so I believe this URL that we're going to actually accepts another param that's like permissions, and you can put that number in there, and that's what permissions it will have. So this is totally fine. But before you do it, go back to the Discord guide. I think they might have a place that mentions permissions. Yeah, so a permissions parameter also exists to restrict or guarantee permission your bot will have on the server you are adding it to. Yeah, so let's add that. So if you go back to the bot, and then let's get that permissions integer. So if you click on the bot page, scroll down, you'll have to check the boxes again.
Is it just those 2?
Yeah. Okay. So 18432, and then in the URL you can do ampersand permissions equals that.
Interesting.
Yeah. Then go to that page.
Okay, and now it's ready?
Yep, and you should be able to. You should only see your server because we said it was not a public bot. And then click continue. Nice,
Allow
and then that confirms the permissions. But what's nice about limiting the permissions here is, if somebody got a hold of this bot token, the bot doesn't have like a super user or like admin privileges. So it makes it a little bit safer. I mean, obviously you're the only person in this server anyways, but in the event other people were there.
Yeah.
Cool. And if you tab over to Discord, you should see that the bot like joined.
Oh.
Go to your server on the left. Look at that. There he is. Warehouse Deals.
You made it. All right.
Sick.
Should give him a cute little icon.
Yeah, and on the application bot page, you can upload his icon.
I'll do that later.
Slick. Yeah. So at this point, we just kind of need to get Discord.js set up on your backend. to send the messages that we want to send.
Okay, that easy, huh?
Yes, sir. I think if you go to, let me find the website. It's like Discord.js.
So I'm gonna copy over my permission stuff real quick, or all those numbers, right? What kind of codes will I need?
The token right there. Like that's actually the only thing you're gonna need.
Just the bot token?
Yeah, you'll just need.
Okay.
Don't reveal it on stream.
Ah.
But that's what you'll need in the Node code to send messages as the bot.
Let's grab an
A bot image.
Yeah. We'll just straight up make it this one. Should I use their Hitler icon? Did you hear about the Hitler icon?
I saw it stylized as Avatar: The Last Airbender because it has like a little blue arrow. Like they turned the blue part into a blue arrow, and it looks like Aang.
I'm gonna take that one. Actually, I want this one without that drop shadow. But yeah, on my phone it showed up as the new one automatically. I didn't even have the old version, but then I saw news articles pop out about how they released it. People felt it was a little bit too much Hitler-ish, but yeah, it's kind of funny looking.
That's great. I mean, it's not great. It's funny. It's funny. Yeah.
Desktop. All right, that's good enough for me.
Slick.
Okay, let me copy this token down real quick.
Yeah, you'll want to throw it in your .env of the thing that's going to be doing the message sending.
Should I call it Discord bot key? Or
Discord bot token. Yeah, because technically the key is for it's a different thing for OAuth.
It's an actual token. Man, my computer's lagging. Oh. I'm not even running OBS yet. But I've got a second computer for that. Okay. So,
and then
we need the Discord package.
Yeah. So if you go into your backend, the library is called Discord.js.
Like that.
Yep. And then in your browser, just go to discord.js.org, and they have that's the like full developer documentation. We might actually find all the code we need on the guide that we had earlier.
So I cut out while I was downloading those packages and I couldn't hear anything.
Okay. Go to the Discord.js guide that we had open because they should have like a really simple snippet. Getting your bot up and running. If you click on the left-hand side and scroll down a bit, yeah, this is pretty much it.
Log in with your token. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. So you'll just pass in the variable there.
Cool. I was gonna make a new library for.
I think you should. Yeah. So like create a file just called like Discord bot or something like that.
Well, I was gonna do alerts because I was gonna, in case I had text message too and whatnot. So.
Yeah, that makes sense. And so like this code is for you could actually listen for messages on a server if you wanted to. I believe we will just have access like to this client object here and just do like client dot send message or something like that in a specific server and channel?
I do. What's with this? Probably.
Should be able to, yeah.
Cool. And this token was Discord bot token. This is the listener for once it's like logged into the server.
Yeah, so yes, and basically you probably won't be able to send messages until the thing is ready. So like you'll likely export a function from here, but then that function would use this client object, but you would want to make sure that it is connected. I would probably have just like a connected variable in here that you can set locally.
A connected variable?
Yeah. So a variable called connected that's either true or false.
Oh, okay.
And then in this function that you're exporting, if connected is true, then you attempt to send the message. Otherwise, you don't.
I'm gonna call this one. Keep writing Discord bot. So have it in the main scope?
I think so, yeah. So just this module scope here. And then it starts off as false, and then inside of ready, you set it to true. Well,
should I do that?
Well, you still need it here because, like, I think like when the app spins up, it should connect. But this function Discord bot is going to get called later on, and you just want to make sure that the client is actually connected. I mean, I would call this the Discord bot function. I would call it like Discord bot alert or something like that, or send Discord message or something like that.
Okay. Yeah. Discord alert. How about that?
Sure. But to test this out,
do I log out here or inside Discord?
Say again?
Yeah, I need to log in out here, right? Because then that's when it'll connect.
Right, exactly. But let's actually try to send a message in the server, just when this thing spins up to make sure that the token's working and everything. Okay. So if you go to the Discord.js guide, click on replying to messages on the left-hand side. Yeah, so this replies to messages. We don't want that. We likely want to get access to the server and then the channel and then send a message there. So let's pull up the official docs. If you go to the Discord, up at the top nav bar, there's Discord.js documentation, top right. These are the big boy developer docs.
Oh.
Or big girl. I mean, it's basically just every single type registered and what you can do with it.
This is like API docs.
Exactly. So if you scroll down to client, we can see what we can do with this client instance that we have. And if you scroll down, we likely want
properties.
Yeah, so channels. There's probably only going to be one channel, but scroll back up to the top. The big kid docs. There we go. That's what Katsamillion said. Guilds. So we actually want to be able to get the guild because the guild is the server that you're in. So on the left-hand side, see if there's a guild object. Yes. And we want a method like get or something like that. So if we look at methods, potentially
fetch.
Like fetch, maybe? Yeah, maybe click on that. Can you turn the music down a little bit? It's honestly really distracting to me.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah, it's perfect. Thank you. Sorry.
Boom.
I'm I'm kind of like yelling. I know I obviously probably don't have to, but okay, regardless. Yeah, so Lou is asking what a Discord guild is. That's their terminology for server. Discord like used to be extremely gamer focused, and a guild is like a gamer concept of not necessarily a gamer concept, but like a team. You go on raids together, that kind of thing. Okay, so this returns the guild, and we should be at that point be able to do guild.channels and get access to a channel.
But this is on the guild, right?
Right. So if you scroll up to the instance, it should have a way of like we pass in the guild ID. The data for the guild. So scroll back up to the top.
There's ID.
So right here, we need to create an instance with data. Click on object right there under type. I guess it's just saying the type of that. Usually they have the definition because so right below that object, they should tell us like if this, so this is super general, but I'm thinking that it's an object that has a property like ID or something like that, and then that connects to it. Can you scroll back up to the top, go to the client definition, and see if the client has...
In the properties, there's ID. Is that...
But that would be an ID of one that's already connected, or like we just need a way of getting access to the specific guild itself. Yeah. So, I mean, it's probably guilds. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, click on guilds.
This is the one that we're assigning, though, right?
Yeah. So here's what you need to do: go over to Discord. And we're going to enable developer mode so we can see IDs and things and such. Wait, what happened?
That's because I changed my password.
Okay. Yeah, and then so afterwards, keep it off the screen because you're going to have to go into settings. Let me know when you're logged in.
Okay, logged in.
Go to your settings. I don't know if it's like under preferences. You might have to click your little face icon and click the settings icon.
Server settings?
I think it's going to be in your personal settings because it's called like developer mode. Let me see where it's at.
User settings.
You might have to just search the web on how to enable it. I actually don't know where the setting is.
Okay. Developer mode?
Yeah, I think that's what it's called.
Appearance under the app settings.
Appearance. Yeah, it's under appearance, and then if you scroll down, it's advanced.
Where the hell's appearance?
It's on the left-hand side. Sorry, are you in settings?
Okay, there it is, yeah. It's in my account, yeah.
Okay.
Developer mode.
Nice.
Application test mode? Do I want to enable that too, or no?
Oh, I don't think so, no. So all developer mode does is it adds a bunch of context menu items, so you can like right-click a server and see what its ID is. Yeah, so if you right-click that, you can get the channel ID. We're going to need that eventually. But if you right-click your server icon, that's the ID we want right now because that's the guild. Yeah, and so say copy ID. Cool. So in the code, we're going to use this to get access to the guild. Let's just do it inside of client on ready, like inside of like line 8. And hello, Just SML. How's it going?
Hey, Just SML. Guild ID.
Yeah, throw that in there. I mean, eventually this could be a environment variable, but it doesn't need to be right now.
Okay.
Now let's use that to get access to the guild, which should give us access to the channels, and then we can send a message. So if you do client.guilds...
Oh, you remember the code?
Well, no, it should give us some autocomplete. Yeah, client.guilds.get, maybe? Or backspace, and let's see what it gives us access to.
Oops. I don't think my thing's real, is it?
Yeah, so scroll up.
Fetch.
Fetch. And then try to invoke it, and then pass in guild ID, maybe?
Maybe?
I'm just guessing. I can't see your autocomplete that well. If you go to the Discord docs, we can maybe see what methods we have.
Okay, let me close out some stuff.
Yeah. So click on guild. So guilds is under the. We'll get there the long way. So if you go to client, go back to client.
Okay.
And then guilds is the property. And we see that guilds is of type guild manager. Yeah, so guild manager is the thing that has the different methods like create, fetch, resolve. So if you scroll down to fetch, so this accepts the ID, it returns a promise, and it gives us back the guild.
Okay.
So that's what we want. And we can use async await here. So, yeah, exactly. Beautiful. And then that's going to give us back the guild.
Okay.
And then after we have the guild, we should be able to get the channel. So if you do guild.channels.fetch, probably.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to the doc. Guild. So that result. So you can see right here, returns a promise guild. So we can look at guild. We can scroll down to its properties and take a look at channels. That is a guild channel manager.
This is all over. This is like Java.
And a guild channel manager has a result. Let's see what the resolve method does. Yeah. Yeah. So this gives us back a guild channel. Oh no, the parameter
is the channel.
Oh, it might be. Yeah, Crimson is saying client.guilds.cache.get. Well, right now we already have the guild. We're trying to get access to a specific channel in that guild.
Should I just copy that channel ID and we pass it in?
Well, click on guild channel resolvable. That'll tell you the different properties that it has. The data can be resolved to a given. This can be a snowflake. Yeah, this should work. So
what's a snowflake?
A snowflake is the type of IDs that they use, like server IDs, channel IDs, user IDs. They're all this specific type of number, and like snowflake is a specification from Twitter. But if you go back to your Discord app, right-click the channel that we're going to be sending messages in.
Loading.
You can show it on the screen.
I thought I did. I thought I was looking. The warehouse, this one?
Yeah, exactly. So if you go to copy ID, and then in your codes, you should be able to do channels.resolve, pass in that ID, and that should give you back a channel.
You think that's an await too?
I don't think so. It didn't say it returned a promise. Just say const channel equals that.
Resolve sounds like a promise to me.
I mean, if you go to hover your mouse over resolve.
I think I turned off all my.
Great.
I hate those
awesome.
pop-ups. I like to code raw.
They're useful. Okay. Go back to the docs. I don't think it said it returned a promise. Maybe it did.
It said channel resolvable, but is that just saying because it turns either a channel guide channel or a snowflake, or?
Yeah, I think so, and so I think it's synchronous because it already has the channels.
It's probably an actual channel. Okay.
This is fine. Just console log that channel, run the code. We'll see what happens.
Chanel. Okay.
Dope. And yeah, and you'll need to import this file somewhere so that this code actually runs.
Yeah.
So I guess whatever thing would be sending the alerts, because it's going to need access to that function. This is fine, says Cats.
This is fine.
This is fine.
Let me comment out my scans for now, and then we'll just do it here. What did I call it? I'm very forgetful. Oh, I guess I can just import this, huh?
Yeah.
Alerts. Okay, and then from local, make sure it's running.
It worked.
It's there.
It's alive. All right, so now we can try to send a message. So we got access to that specific text channel. Great. Now in the code, let's just try to send a message and make sure that it shows up in Discord. Yeah, and we probably could do what Crimson mentioned. So if you do client.guilds. Oh, I see. So they did. There's a cache of the guilds.
Automatically.
I think what we did is fine though.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but right there, instead of logging it, just try doing channel dot send message probably. Channel dot. No, we already have it. We don't think we need to fetch it. Okay, we'll go back to the docs. So click on text channel because that's what we have. And then what methods do we have on the right hand side? Dot send.
Oh, it is a dot send.
And then that just accepts a string.
What?
Yeah, that makes sense. Crimson is saying they use the cache when they have their bot on many different guilds. And that would make sense. Like if you have a ton of different servers that your bot is running in.
Hello world.
Great.
Try it?
This is going to work. Save it. Thing should refresh. And then if we go over to Discord, we should see a new message.
Hello world.
Great work. So that's pretty much all we need.
Wow.
So at this point, inside of your send Discord alert method, you'll just do a similar thing. I mean, you could probably cache, or at least put in variables.
I could probably just change this to channel, and that's how I'm
I think that's great. So if you call that channel, initially it starts as null. And then, so after it connects, it sets the channel. And then in here, you can say, if channel is a thing, then we'll send a message in there.
If there's no channel, I'll just return log. Console.log.
Okay. You missed a E in the word connected.
Typing errors everywhere today.
Yeah, the code definitely would not have run if you left that out.
This is why pair programming is so valuable, everybody.
Yeah. Great. And then this method will accept in probably a message, or you could accept in an object that has like a title, a URL, a price, or you could formulate that in whatever decides to send this.
I'll probably do that later, but yes, for now I'll do this.
And so technically, channel.send, I believe, returns a promise. So if you need to wait until that message is done sending, you could. If you did that, you could at least await it. But you probably don't even have to. You can just send a bunch of messages.
Let me see. Yeah, because I end up multiple, but yeah, I wouldn't have to. It wouldn't need to happen synchronously anyway, right?
Yeah, they'll just show up in any order.
Cool. From the process. Let's try it again, just for fun.
So this is your script that just like runs once to scan the prices, and your thought is after doing a scan, it then will see what has changed and then send any alerts.
Yeah. So actually, I call scan all products, which looks for products across all accounts, and then in there it calls scan all offers, and that's per product. So I think in scan all offers, I'm actually going to do the check here. Because I go through, get all the offers. If there's an offer, I'll do my check in here to say if sending alerts, and then do it from here, basically.
Cool.
But I'll do that off stream, or
sure.
Not with your time.
Yeah.
Because you're really expensive. I don't know if you guys know this, but it's like $1,000 an hour to get coding garden on stream with you.
This is not true at all.
It's true depending on who you are.
Yeah.
He's doing me a favor,
Mm.
which is so much more valuable.
Right.
Okay. Did I run that? I ran it, but
Yeah,
it
it's
didn't-
possible that it didn't connect in time, which is unfortunate.
Ah.
I mean, actually, though, I don't think you even need to connect. You might not need to. Maybe you do. Try this. Take those 3 lines, guild ID, guild, and channel, and pull them out of the ready function. I guess the only thing is it can't be. Actually, we could do that inside the. Okay, inside the send Discord alert.
Mhm.
If there is not a channel, then set it. So right after line 16, put that code in there.
To these 2?
Yeah.
Or actually,
Yeah.
3, huh?
Yeah. And then let's not
Don't.
return. Yeah, let's just say, here we go. We got the channel. Yeah, and in this case, you would need to await send Discord alert. And then just for now, comment out the client.onceReady. The thing is, like, I always use client.onceReady because I'm listening for messages in a Discord server or in a channel.
Yeah.
I've never really done it this way, where it's literally just only sending messages to one channel.
Oops.
Oh wait, yeah.
Okay. And you think that should work?
Yeah, let's try it. You haven't. The alerts is not saved though, right?
It saves when I go away.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
Yeah. Not falling for that again.
Internal server error. Great. Yeah, that's probably an issue.
Mhm.
Yeah, so it because it wasn't ready, it couldn't get access to the channel.
Should I do this inside the send Discord alert?
You can't really await it though. I mean, I guess you could turn it into a promise. Let's see if there is a ready, something you can await for ready.
Is that?
Yeah, I'm just gonna look in the docs. I'm looking at client. I know it has the ready event.
I want the big boy docs, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, technically, you could wrap that into a promise. Yeah, there might be a better way to do it, but let me tell you how I would do it, given what we know right now.
Okay.
So if you go to your code, this client once ready, and actually, let me see if there's a property that says whether or not it's ready. Yeah, there's technically a ready at property that says when it was ready, and I'm guessing if it's undefined, then it's not ready. So inside of if not channel, actually, yeah, never mind. This is okay. Take lines 6 through 9, and we're gonna pull those into the if statement. But actually, maybe login returns a promise.
Yeah, I looked at.
Oh, it does. Yeah. So technically, we could just
It
await.
does?
Yeah, we could await. If it's not logged in, we could await it. This is under client,
What am I on?
text channel.
Text channel? I swear I came from client.
Yeah, so under methods, there's login. That returns a promise.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And so I think if we await it, then we don't have to listen for the ready event.
And I can see that in there.
Yeah, I think, no, and I think we can do it inside this not channel thing. So we only want to log in if the channel hasn't been defined, because if the channel wasn't defined, then that means we weren't logged in.
We only want to log in once?
Yeah, because that way this method can be called multiple times in the case of multiple alerts, but it only will log in on the first one. But that should be inside of the if statement.
This should.
Yeah. And then we can get rid of the client once ready.
I never liked that code anyway.
Yeah, and put the console log right above it. The connecting to Discord. Yeah. This hopefully will work.
Okay, so we await that, and then...
Yeah, so the first time we call this, it's going to log in, and it's going to make sure that we are logged in. But then if you were to call this a second time, it's already logged in, we already have the channel, and it just sends the message.
Okay. All right, let's test it. Wrong window. Still?
Maybe not. maybe we need the once ready thing as well. Okay, let's do what I thought we should do there as well. So on the next line, do await.
Client at once, or?
Well, we're gonna turn it into a promise. So await a new promise, and then we're gonna pass a callback here that just accepts resolve, and then inside of there is where we'll do the client.once. So say client.once ready. Is that what it was? Or
so.
on?
I think it was once ready.
Yeah, that makes sense. You actually just pass in resolve as the instead of your own callback function. Yeah, so log in, wait for it to be ready. When it's ready, that will resolve the promise, and then the next few lines will run to grab the channel.
Okay.
Yeah, and Lou in the chat asked why are we using async await and not fetch.then. It's basically the same thing, but there's less nested functions.
Yeah, I've been using it a lot more lately. My initial gripe was all the try catches, but I've kind of learned to embrace that and bubble up the error. And it's been a little better. But now my problem is mostly with fetch instead of Axios, because fetch I have to do the extra checking for failing and stuff, you know?
Yeah.
Which kind of bothers me. But okay, let's test this out. Feeling good about it. Oh, I hear messages. There it is.
Sick. And
From
so
the process.
one check for this would be to call it multiple times and make sure that it only tries to log in once. Well, I guess
So we should only see.
Yeah, we should only see that
Discord
once, but in the other file, we should be able to call this method multiple times.
Yeah. Are we still awaiting it? Yeah, we should. Is 3 enough?
Yeah, why not?
Let's change it up a little bit too.
There we go.
Let me. There it was. Joking? What's going on? Why is it hanging?
I have no idea. I mean, try only calling it once and see if it still works. Because I guess calling it multiple times, we've potentially broken it. I don't know. So why do you have multiple things running? Is this your front end here, and then the other one's just the back end process, or?
This is the actual app, and the task scheduler is what pings the run process.
Oh, that just literally says run. Okay, I see. It calls the endpoint and says run the process.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did it finish? Yes. Yeah. Work that time.
Okay.
Maybe they're just, I don't know. I was gonna say it's too quick, but it still should await them.
Yeah, try just doing 2. And then let's take a look at the alert code again, and I'll just double check nothing. We didn't do anything weird. Yeah, I think you should initialize channel to null. Right now you have it initialized to false up at the top. Because technically, like, I mean, that's not gonna fix it, because it's kind of the same thing, but it makes more sense to me because the channel isn't defined initially. Did we ever see connecting to Discord logged?
It showed, yeah. Let me see. Did I run it in this one? There it is.
Okay.
Let's do that to make it a little more readable. Okay, let me try 2.
And take a look at your server logs. Let's add a bit more logging. So like say connected and then add another line that just says like sending message, that kind of thing.
Any other ones?
Throw in a wait on line 18. I don't think we need it, but there, yeah. Yeah, why not?
Why not?
Why the heck not? And right above log before line 11 and after or in on line 15. That just says logged in and then ready. Well, this one should be, so this one is ready. The one above the line 12 is logged in.
Ready.
Yeah.
Try those?
Yeah, let's see what happens.
Cats a Million, you're an Axios fan? I always did fetch because I didn't want to pull in another library, but I mean, most of the time I already have it anyway. I already have to pull a library in, so it's not a big deal. Let me wait for this a second for this. There we go. So
I mean, maybe it is already ready, and so it's not going to fire off that event because we're not already listening.
Interesting.
Yeah. Actually, instead of awaiting them separately, I think we actually need to promise.all of them. Because like before, our client.login code was below where we were waiting for the ready event. And it's possible that because we've already waited for the login, the ready event isn't going to fire.
So where should I move it?
I think we should I'm trying to think the best way to do this. So we could actually just wrap this in an if statement, line 14 through 16, wrap it in an if statement that says like if client.readyat is not defined. So if not client.readyat, then we wait for it to be ready.
Okay.
Let's see if this works. I think even if this does work, we're going to try it a different way, but let's see if this works.
Okay. Oops. Ah, that worked.
Great.
Ready, sending message.
Okay. Just try doing it one more time. Just make sure it wasn't a fluke.
So you think it probably got locked on waiting for ready? Yep.
Yes, because it was technically already ready.
Yeah, and that time it just sent the messages, didn't reconnect.
Okay, so here's my other idea that is potentially makes more sense. Is we await a promise.all, where the first element is so yeah, just type this out. Do await promise.all, pass in an array. And then the first item in the array should be the new promise client once ready. And then the second item in the array should be client.login. Yeah. So basically we're listening for ready and logging in simultaneously. So we should get the ready event. Well, no, we're technically not logged in until line 17.
I thought that said logging in.
Yeah.
And they would be both at the same time.
Logged in and ready.
Logged in and ready.
Yeah, and Crimson has a good point. Like, eventually we would want to throw this in a try-catch because so much could go wrong. Eventually, not right now, because... I mean, okay, yeah, let's just do it.
Oh,
the thing
not right
is,
now?
Well, the rest of it could fail too. Like, we could fail at getting the guild. We could fail at getting the channel.
Okay, well, I'll just...
And actually, I don't think I would throw an error here. I would just log and said, like, failure to send Discord message or something like that.
Yeah. Okay, I'll leave it as it was then. Yeah, I'll add those later on, because even if the message didn't send, I want the rest of it to continue on, so...
Yeah.
Okay,
All
try
right,
this one.
Yeah, let's see if this works. I would think this is the better way to do it instead of having an if statement for the ready state. I just hope that this is listening for actually, okay, if this doesn't work, I have an even better idea that's very similar to this, but let's see if this works.
Oh, yeah. We'll just keep on upgrading. It's okay. It worked. Got our sent our messages. Got our messages.
All right, kill the process. That like the one on the left. Kill that, and then let's just make sure it wasn't a fluke.
Oh, that we weren't already connected.
Great.
There it is.
Fantastic. Okay, but here's my brilliant idea, just to really make sure that it does what we want it to do. So the new promise we're defining on line 11, let's put that in a variable. So like on line 9, you can say like ready promise equals that thing. Yeah. Yeah, this is the way.
This is the way.
Right, and this is like the code that they had earlier, where you listen for ready first before you say login. And so, like we've stored this. Now that this code is executed, it's in a little promise variable, and now we can be sure that it's already listening by the time we call login on line 16.
Okay.
This is the way.
This is the way. Try it again.
Yeah.
Send some more messages. I got him.
Nice. Yeah, and in general, like the Discord mobile app is like really responsive to notifications. So
how come everyone's Oh, that's Twitch. They're complaining about whether or not getting their notifications, right?
Right, right. And
Okay.
so in terms of just like message notifications, they come in really quick. And I'll show you really quick in Discord. Like you can change your notification settings. Like if you open up the Discord app, and if you right click a server, like right click the Coding Garden server, and you can just say mute server, and then basically that won't alert you of any message in the server until you turn it off or for a specific amount of time. And you can actually do the same thing on a specific channel. So if you click on the Warehouse Deals channel, click on Settings. And then if you scroll down, is there a notification setting? Hey, Kim's in the chat. What's up, Kim?
Oh, Kimmy! It's probably just here, huh?
Yeah, there it is. Yeah.
There.
And so if you for this specific channel, I think it would make
messages.
sense to be all messages, because every message that goes in there, you're going to want to get a push notification. I guess the other thing you eventually could do is you could lock this channel down so that only Warehouse Deals, the bot, has permission to post in this channel.
Yeah. I would probably do that.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay.
So that's that. I mean, did you want to try and do SMS notifications too? Good.
Yeah, you think we could do it just for demonstration purposes? I don't know if I'll use it, but it sounds like it's pretty easy.
Yeah, the only thing is I would want you to create a new Gmail account.
Yeah. Okay, let me do that.
Cool.
Should I just make it like a generic developer account that I can use for other things?
Yeah,
too, I guess.
That's what I do. It just has like a generic name.
All right. I do that off screen, right?
Yeah.
Cool. You entertain the people for us. No, just kidding.
Hello.
Kim, Justimal. How's it going, y'all? Oh, I gotta incognito window this. Man, I haven't made a new Google account. How do you do that?
Yeah, so I'll mention a few things. So you need to create the account, and then in order to get access to app passwords, so Gmail actually has a thing where you can generate a password that only a specific app can use to access that part of your Gmail account. And so, but in order to do that, you actually have to enable two-factor authentication. So you create the account, enable two-factor authentication, and then we can generate an app password. And that app password is what we'll use to send emails on behalf of that account.
Oh, my username is taken.
Just add 42 on the end of it.
I'm not going to remember that.
Or put cheddar on the end of it. Cheddar dev? Cheddar dev.
I did ched dev. Can I do underscores at the end? Or
I don't
do they
think
not?
so.
No.
The real ched dev.
Ah. Sorry, only numbers, letters. Yeah, the real. Ched dev. We're going double down. Hopefully I remember that someday. Okay.
I wish I could hear you laughing too, Ken.
Oops. You know, the nice thing with StreamYard, we can bring you guys in on the stream just like that. So let me know when you're ready to join and I'll add you, your audio.
Mm-hmm.
What was my password? I forgot it already.
Oh, Lou had a suggestion. Also, I'm eating chips, so which is why it sounds like my mouth is full. But Lou says coding ched. Or did you already create it?
Oh, I just hit next right when you said that. Do I need the phone number, you think? No, it says optional.
It's optional now, but you will need to add two-factor authentication.
Okay. When I select gender, female is first. Okay, I'm signed in.
Cool. And now you need to go into your account settings, like Google account settings, and turn on two-factor authentication.
Security.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, two-step verification. Get started. Oops. Hang in there, people. Turn it on. Okay.
Yeah? It's on?
It's on.
Okay, and now in the same section, you now should have an option for, like, it's called app passwords. Should be in the security section.
Okay, let me go back. Yes.
Okay. And then generate one, and for the application, you can just choose, like, email.
Mail, and the device. I just call it whatever.
Yeah, it can literally be anything. This is just for like
a tracking thing.
Yeah, noting what you have these app passwords for. I'm posting a link in the chat to what we're doing here, but basically, Gmail allows you to create these things called app passwords, which are 16-digit passcodes that are not your password for Gmail, but they let other apps use that password to log into your account. And we're basically going to use this so that way we can send emails on behalf of this account that Chad just created.
And I'm going to want this on my environment variables.
Exactly, yeah. So if you copy the value that it generated, and then create an environment variable called like Gmail password, or Gmail app password, whatever you want to call it. And when you paste it, there will not be spaces. So the way they display it to you, it has spaces in it, but it's that password without spaces.
When I paste it, it actually doesn't use spaces. It just shows it on the page.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. And then I would create another environment variable that's called like Gmail email or something like that, because that's the email that you're sending from. And then after that, create another environment variable called like to email, and this is going to be the email address that has your phone number in it.
So I need to be my actual email?
Oh, no. So the from email is the one we just created?
Yeah, that actual email.
Yep.
Okay,
Yeah,
and what was the other one?
Is your SMS email address. And we're putting that in the env file so we don't show your phone number on screen.
Okay.
What cell phone provider are you with?
T-Mobile.
Cool.
So I looked into Google Fi recently. Is that what you're using? I'm
still with Verizon. I've considered switching to Google Fi.
So I thought about switching to Google Fi because I have T-Mobile and they use T-Mobile, Sprint, and US Cellular for their networks, so I won't lose any coverage. But if you have Verizon and you switch to it, it's probably worse, I would assume.
Cool. And so I'm going to share this in the chat for anybody that's interested. But basically, if you're in the US, it probably works the same way in other countries, but in the US, every cell phone provider actually has an email address for every phone number. And so I just posted a link. If you want to pull that up after you're done, Chad, we can see it. But it shows you all of the major phone providers like AT&T and Verizon and all the others. And it shows you an example email address. But basically, you can send an email to a cell phone just by using that address. So I actually have Verizon, so it's my phone number at vtext.com, and if you send an email to that, it actually shows up as a text message on my phone. And so that's basically how we're using Gmail to send SMS. It's just going to send an email to this specific phone number, email address, and then it will show up as an SMS or a text on the phone.
Okay, 1 second, I'm almost.
Mm-hmm.
What is the one I want? T-Momo? Something like that?
Yeah,
T-Momail?
you mentioned you used it earlier, but yeah, it's tmomail.net.
Tmomail.net. And it's just the regular number, no like +1, or is there a 1 in front of it?
It's 10 digits, so whatever that means. If it needs the 1
Okay.
for 10 digits, then add the 1. Otherwise, no. I guess it doesn't, no, because it's 334. 3 numbers, 4 numbers, which is 10. 6 plus 4 is 10.
Okay, I'm all ready to bring my screen back, right?
Wait, say again?
I'm ready to bring my screen back?
Yeah, as long as you're not showing your environment variables, you're good to go.
Oh, I turned them off. They're right there, but I turned them off.
Cool.
But I'm afraid if I switch back and forth, does it show up?
I would just close that file. Like, don't risk it.
Okay. I'm just forgetting. I just know I'm going to forget what I named variables. Let me save it real quick.
Okay. I mean, if you want to, just copy and paste the environment variable names into the alerts file.
That's what I'm going to do, yeah. Because
Yeah.
I'm going to forget those names, because I always do. Putting back. Name. Okay. And let me check one more thing real quick. I set up a contact. And I want to change that. Come on. Dancer. Okay.
Yeah.
No. Where did my text messages go? Okay, that's good enough for now. Okay, I'm ready to come back.
Let's do it.
And we're back.
Heck yeah. Okay, so we have the email password. We have the email that we're sending the emails from. And then we have the SMS email address, which is what we're going to be sending the emails to, which will show up as a text message on your phone. Great. So yeah, we're gonna have a function to send the text message, and we're gonna use these. And so the package I use for sending emails in Node is called Node Mailer. If you look it up on npm, I actually don't know. It might look it up on npm because it might be Node-Mailer or just Node Mailer. Yeah, try that.
Okay, Node Mailer.
Yeah, click that one. This is the one, 1.6 million weekly downloads. Yep. And if you scroll down a little bit, you can see how easy it is. So you create a transport which is just going to be an SMTP transport. So SMTP. Oh, I guess maybe not. We'll have to go to the docs. But
who doesn't put it in their README?
The docs have a pretty simple getting started, I think. Well, actually, no. These docs can get really confusing, but there is one specific place. Just click on usage, I think. Or actually, click on usage. Scroll down a little bit. Yeah, okay. If on the left-hand side, click on using Gmail.
Wow.
Yeah, so this, okay. On the left-hand side, scroll down, and I think there's the SMTP transport. That's really all we need, is the SMTP transport.
SMTP, say,
that one, yeah. Secure Message Transport Protocol. What? Okay, let me just... let me give you a quick example. I'll pull it out of my code. It's honestly super simple. If you can, like
is it this one?
Yes, this is what we need. Okay. So,
let me add
Node.
this.
So add Node Miller. Basically, we need to create a transport. That transport specifies the settings for connecting to the SMTP server. All email, we don't need all that stuff. Yeah, so you're going to require it in, but where it says let transporter equals node mailer dot create transport, right below that, this is what we copy those lines.
Okay. Think I can import it? I should be able to, right?
Exactly. Yep. And this code you can actually put outside of the function because it's just like the transport will exist, and then when you need to use it, you'll use it inside the function. Yep. And so the user is going to be your Gmail email environment variable. Yeah. And then the password is, yeah.
Whoops.
And yeah, get rid of their comments because in their example, they were using a service that like generates ethereal emails. But yeah, cool. And I believe it's smtp.gmail.com, but we can just Google it really quick. Just search for Google SMTP servers or Gmail SMTP servers. smtp.gmail.com. And then
465.
Yeah, try 465 with secure true.
True for 465.
Great. And then I think that's all we need. So now this will give us a transporter that sends messages through the Gmail SMTP servers. And right here is where we'll be able to do it. And if you go back to that example we were copying from, they show you all the stuff that you need to send a message. So really you just need that. Yep. And so the from address is process.env.gmail email. Yeah, it doesn't have to be in that format. You can just literally pass it. No.
Okay. Can I just name it whatever I want?
Yeah, you could do that. And then, but you do have to specify the email address. So if you follow their format where, like I think it was, the email is inside of the brackets.
Gmail, email.
Yep, and then the to address is just your SMS email address environment variable. Yep. Subject, it could just be alert. So the tricky thing is the subject of the message is actually included in the SMS, and it counts towards your character count.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And And then, yeah, we just need text. We don't. You can even remove the HTML property, and then this text is going to be the message. Yeah.
Okay.
But actually, here I would just pass in a message from that comes in to this function as the text, right?
What?
So on line 25.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that exactly.
Point.
That's the one.
Good point.
Can we double check that that's what emails look like? Like name and then email inside brackets. Like if you go back to their example.
Oh, they have quotes too.
Maybe, yeah, I would put it in double quotes. Why not?
Let's see what happens.
Cool. That's the one. And then
That's
let's
it.
try it. Yeah, let's try it. That's it. So I mean, you'll need to call that function, obviously, but this is the way.
I don't need to await that one either, right? Hello world. Okay.
Yeah. Technically, you could return the message sending, which would allow you to await it, but yeah, you don't need to await it. It'll just happen in the background.
Is everybody ready for this?
It's gonna work. Turn up your notifications on your cell phone.
I've got 'em.
First try.
I actually have my thing hooked up to show y'all
Oh, cool.
once.
Well, don't
I get it.
reveal your things, like your phone number or anything like that.
It shouldn't, so I'll show it after.
Okay.
Need to yarn dead this.
Kim says she might call you.
Kim, you already know my number. Oh, did I? Okay. Ready? It's not instant. When I did some test emails, it took like a split second, but uh-oh.
Yeah, what's the error on the first tab?
Waiting.
Oh, is it frozen?
Let me hide my screen real quick, just in case it shows my phone number.
It could be an issue with the transporter.
Send text message is not defined. That's my fault.
Come on.
Come on!
Come on, Chad.
Okay, listen for it. That's not the one. That was a different text. Did you hear it vibrate?
Yeah, I did.
That's the one! Okay,
Sick.
now I can show you.
Sick.
It doesn't look great. Let me show you. Bring my screen back.
Did it put the from address in there?
No.
Okay.
So this is my phone right now.
Sick.
That's it. Alert. Hello world.
Wait, why does your phone look like an iPad? What are those icons along the bottom?
Oh, those are
Wait, is this how iPhones work now? I don't use an iPhone.
Yeah, this is.
It's like
Let me explain it to you, Grandpa.
Yeah, what am I looking at?
This is my phone. I have an older phone. I have a. I guess it doesn't matter, but those are like their keyboard widgets. It's just kind of funny because they got like this Trello one. You click it, and it's just icons of the wolf.
Oh, okay. Yeah, things Androids have had for years. It's basically like other way. That's your keyboard. I see. I thought that was like an app launcher for your whole phone or something.
Nah, this is in my text app, so
Makes sense.
there it is.
So can we prove to the people that it's actually working? So like in your codes, change it to say that camera is now free, or I don't know, put like a legitimate alert that message that you would have.
I don't know what's more legitimate than hello world.
Discount on fidget spinners. Sweet.
I saw a fidget spinner ad recently, and
then can you pull up the phone and the terminal at the same time? Yeah, here we go. Live demo.
Real time. Boom.
Sick. That was surprisingly easier than Discord.
I thought it would be. Discord had a lot of, I mean, just fumbling through those classes was kind of intense. We looked at least 6 different classes, right? Just to figure out what we wanted.
Yeah, but I think for anybody that was watching that's new to that kind of thing, that's basically how it's done. Like, if you want to figure out a library, you have to read through their docs.
This is what I did that a lot with, I use JS data in one of my projects. It's an ORM that's both client and server side. And their docs are the same way. You get to the point where you're just looking at straight API. They have an introduction, but then, let me see. Oh, there it is, API reference. But then most of the time you're looking at the API reference, which is literally the packages, and then inside the package, all the classes. They have like modules and classes, and that's how you kind of, this is like real documentation, not your tutorial-driven stuff. So I kind of prefer that in docs, usually. It's just the Discord one there was a lot of classes in there, so that was a little confusing. But
yeah. I mean, the first time I ever created a Discord bot, I think I spent like almost 6 or 7 hours just figuring out how to do it. This was before the Discord.js guide website was created, because that thing is awesome. That literally just shows you exactly the code that you need. But I was just trying to like read the classes and figure out what I needed. And I don't know if they have any examples of this in their guide, because this is a very specific type of Discord thing where we're only sending messages. We're not necessarily needing to listen for messages.
True,
and you usually, like in client once ready, that's where you have your well, actually not even in there. You can do like client once or client on message or something like that listens for when messages come in, and then you can check to see what channel they're in and then act on those messages for like chatbot commands and stuff like that.
Yeah.
This is a very specific use case of literally just sending a simple message in a Discord channel. And you could pull out these like guild IDs and channel IDs probably to environment variables as well in the future, like if you need to change the Discord server or something like that.
Okay. I mean, that could even theoretically be like a configurable thing in the interface.
Exactly, yeah. So like you could store those settings in your database, and then your admin UI could determine what server these messages are being sent to. Yeah.
Cool. That's it for that stuff, right? That's all we need, huh?
That's it. That's all.
All right. I did want to ask you one other thing, though, before you go.
Yeah, go for it.
Well, this is more theoretical, hypothetical. So I'm having a lot of issues with, it could just be that Next.js and the serverless functions, and Monk. So those 3 things together have been a pain in my ass because of the database connections. It has to close the connection, otherwise, it leaves it open, and then my connections keep growing and growing, and I keep having this issue where there's 3 different API calls happening on this page. There's like list all products and get the status. Actually, it's just those 2, I think. But if the list all products calls, it's getting all the data, and then the list get the status calls, it goes to get the status, and then the products finishes, and it kills the database connection. The status fails because now that connection is killed. And so I've had to like do things synchronously to allow it to happen.
You shouldn't have to kill the database connection though.
I shouldn't?
No, you should like whenever the serverless function shuts down, it's going to close that database connection. And if the serverless function stays hot, then it just keeps that connection open.
Okay, so maybe that's the problem.
I mean,
I think I was confused because during development, when I run my local dev, this reconnects every time it rebuilds, and it rebuilds instantly. Then connections go through the roof here.
Oh, I mean, that makes sense because when it rebuilds, it technically has to bring the process down and then bring the process back up.
But it takes like 30 seconds or more to time out the old connections if I don't kill them.
Personally, I wouldn't use a cloud database. I would just use MongoDB on my local machine or like in a Docker container for local development anyways. But
yeah, for local. Yeah, I tried. I couldn't get my Mongo somewhere along the way. It got screwed up, and I spent like a day trying to fix it, and I couldn't get it working, so I gave up.
Yeah. That would be my solution though, is like not even have to deal with like the whole clouds. Like when it's deployed, sure, it's connected to Atlas, but locally, especially for development, just like spin up a Docker container or something.
Yeah. So I was thinking that
I don't know. I don't know if Next has any functions you can tap into, like on build or on before build, because in there you could close the database connection.
Yeah, I was wondering if they had some kind of like middleware that could do it whenever all my code finishes running from the server, but I don't know. It might have been better to build a separate API anyway. I was trying it out just all in one app, which has been kind of nice.
Yeah.
This has been my main problem though. And I think, like you said, clearing out the database connections, closing them, getting rid of those, I think that would probably solve the problem. They do linger around a little bit on the server, but maybe that won't be an issue. It won't stay open. It will just time out naturally. I'll try that. But okay, that's all I got. So we sent Discord messages and text messages, and I like the alerts. If I wanted to do a Slack, I could add that capability too, but I'll probably just use Discord for now. It's still just me. Good game, Katsamillion. Good game.
Yeah, GG's.
GG's. Okay. Should we raid?
Let's do it.
Do you have a suggestion or chat? Anyone got suggestions?
I'll leave it up to you. You can check the Live Coders team list or anybody in Science and Tech. Let's see. Yeah, Instafluff is playing Zelda.
I saw that.
And Spherus, I haven't seen them before, but they're working on a level editor, I guess, for a game or something like that. Let's see who else is on. Yeah, no one else is streaming. Should I stream? You want to go raid me?
Yeah! Hop on.
No, I think I'm done for tonight.
I thought you would.
I'm gonna go play Pokemon. Yeah, CM Griffin is live. He's a cool dude. I don't know if you've been over there before.
I've only raided on my own once, and it was him. But I'm happy to raid him again.
Oh, we'll find somebody. Let's see.
Thanks for tuning in, Kim. Just Simmel, Lou.
Thanks, everyone. Oh, Katsamillion is saying Codemiko only has 11,000 people watching right now. So.
Oh, jeez.
Have you seen Codemiko before?
No.
It's pretty fun. Codemiko is like an in-game character, and then there's the technician who programs her and wears like a body tracking suit to control control Codemiko.
I've seen some streams like that were gnarly, man. Those setups they have seem so intense.
Yeah. I don't know. I would say go to the science and technology category and then just pick somebody. If they have a cool title or you like their thumbnail, just pick someone.
Okay. How do I go to Twitch? Science and Tech.
I'll post the link in the chat.
There it is. It still has directory game in the URL.
Yep. Oh, I wasn't hosting you. Sorry. There you go.
Thanks, buddy.
No problem. Wait, did you really just jump like six, 7 viewers when I clicked host?
Really?
People are
just hanging in your channel?
Just sitting at my channel.
I know. Whenever I come to Twitch, your channel is the first thing that pops up in my address bar.
Oh.
Oh, that guy's in French.
Good night, Lou. GG's. Thanks for hanging out.
How about Turkey Dev? He's right under me.
Why the heck
Sports
not?
Scores bot development.
Let's do it.
That sounds close to what we're looking at.
Yeah.
Okay. Just rate him. I'm not even going to look to see if he... I don't have my chat open. I should probably do that. Waiting for Twitch chat to load. Waiting for Facebook.com. Ooh, Coding Garden makes all the raid channel messages. I should copy that message too. Okay. Everybody tune in for the raid. That's all we got for today.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
I got to remember to go over there. In case he talks to me, I think sometimes I forget that I got to be watching too.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, we're heading over there.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, y'all.